just wanted to steal a car from my best friend. And heard us, and he was like, "You guys are great. Name sucks." And
we had like a depression meal and everything, where we were like, "Oh, we're not gonna make it to the show."
There we were at the Denny's. Just
What's up, everybody? It's Haley Tharp here. I'm at the Gathering Conference in Las Vegas, Nevada, and today I'm with King Falcon. How are you guys doing? How's Vegas treating you?
Vegas has been great.
Awesome. Is this your first time performing in Vegas, or have you performed before?
Yeah.
First time performing in Vegas.
Wow. How is that? How are you guys feeling?
It's cool. It's real dry out here.
Yeah.
Apart from that, it's great.
It's hot. It's hot out here, but hopefully we're feeling okay. I've been creeping on you guys on Instagram a little bit. I've been following you guys. You road tripped it out here.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me how that went.
It was a long drive, and the good thing is our van decided to give us problems right before going through the hardest part
of the entire trip.
Yeah. The Rockies in a blizzard.
Oh, of
and
course.
that was fun. So we got stuck in Denver for a day, which was great.
We had like a depression meal and everything, where we were like, "Oh, we're not gonna make it to the show."
There we were at the Denny's, just like absolutely crestfallen about not making it to Vegas, but we did, and here we are. So we pulled up 5 o'clock in the morning, made it work.
Yeah,
wow.
once we got the van back, in order to make it in time for everything, we just had to go straight from Denver to Vegas. So that was like a 12, 13-hour
crunch
drive.
time.
Yeah, like into the middle of the night and driving too.
I did the first part of the drive, which was again downhill in a blizzard, like it was awful, and then I was like, I'm done driving after 4 hours of that. So then these guys drove through pitch black for the other 8 hours.
Oh my god.
2 a.m. Utah driving is not fun.
Yeah, it's not fun. No, you can't really see anything, so you can't really enjoy
But
it.
once you get to Vegas, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you guys made it. That's all that matters. You're able to perform. We're here. Okay, I have kind of a fun question for you. Since you road tripped it out here, do you guys have a song that's like your go-to road trip song?
Oh, it's gotta be "Home at Last" by Steely Dan.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why that was just like
at least,
that was
at least for this road trip. I will kind of take credit for Steely Dan. So it's funny, right? So one of my favorite bands ever is Steely Dan. Okay. I love Steely Dan. I think that James doesn't necessarily like Steely Dan, but he's an engineer and a recording guy, and Steely Dan's recordings are like the highest quality ever. So he likes them purely for that. And then we kind of, between the two of us, got Tom into it, and then just
that was the song. Yeah.
And they sound like nothing like King Falcon, but it's okay.
That's what makes it work, though. You know. Exactly. Do you guys have like a road trip snack too?
Yeah. We got like
communion cookies.
Oh yeah, it was my niece's communion, and my mom made cookies, and we took those in the van.
So you had something.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It's a little different.
I like Dot's pretzels a lot. Big fan. I like the honey mustard one.
Those are good. Yeah.
Strawberry Sour Patch Kids.
Okay, I promise I will ask questions about the music now.
No, I'm much more interested.
Cadillac, your new single. Tell me about it. Tell me about the visual. You have some like animation in there. You guys are in jail performing at one point. Tell me how you came up with this.
Okay, so this song was nuts because what's really nuts about the song is we recorded the music video before we recorded the final audio of the song, which is totally backwards from how you do it. But we were just so confident in the demo that we knew it wasn't going to change, and it didn't. So the way that the demo is exactly how the final song is. It just sounds better, and I didn't make it in my bedroom in like an hour. So, but the actual layout and the lyrics and everything and the speed is all the same. So where the song comes from, the car in the video, it's a 1957 Cadillac. It's my best friend's car, and he's had it for like 10 years, but he's never driven it. So like no registration, like no plates, like it kind of didn't really run. One day I went over to his house with some starter fluid and like a battery. We got the thing running, and now we're driving this. It's 19 feet long, it's bright red, it's got fins on it, 6,000 pounds, like no plates, just driving around town. Coolest thing ever. And I'm driving this car thinking, man, I gotta steal this from him because he's just had it for so long and he's just like not using it. So that's where the idea of the song came from. It was about that car specifically, which is the car that's in the video, which is really cool. I just wanted to steal a car from my best friend, and the rest of it was like imagined about how it would go. So obviously we couldn't do a police chase in real life, so it needed to be animated. And
you have a friend.
Yeah, I have a friend who's an animator, and I think she spent 800 hours doing this. Because all of it had to be 3D modeled first. And then she did like all of the like basically skins on top of it. It was, I'm not an animator, but it was a whole thing.
You guys have some good friends.
Yeah.
To do that.
I know, she was patient too. Yeah.
Whoa, that's awesome to hear. What was your favorite part about creating it? Just everything, the song, the visual.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the video was really, there was a lot of different parts to it. I think one thing that was cool about it was actually kind of seeing it come together, because with the animation and everything, it was kind of integral to the storyline of the video. But obviously, when you're filming the other parts of the video, you're not seeing that. So you kind of have to like imagine what's going to be there, and then so when you finally see it come together, it's like, oh yeah, this all like makes sense now.
That's what we
So that
were
was like a
working
cool
for.
moment with the video finishing.
That's awesome. Well, I love the video. It's super creative.
Thank you.
What about performing? I know you're performing here at the Gathering. What goes into a performance? Like, what do you guys like most about being on stage and having that presence?
I like that it's just kind of, it is what it is in that moment. However the show goes, the show is going to go. You know what I mean? Like, it's very just like, you go out there and send it, and, you know, I don't know. I mean,
You never know what you're going to do.
You feed off the energy of the crowd. I mean, every time you play a guitar solo, it's a little different. I know Tom changes his fills and stuff like that. So every show is like a unique thing, and I think that's cool for us. Also, what else is cool for us is we've heard the songs as we've recorded them a million times by now. Changing little things just so it keeps it interesting for us.
Yeah.
It's always cool, like changing some of the vocal lines and little things. Just making every show it's like a
Its
one
own thing.
time
Yeah.
experience.
Right.
I definitely have a little bit of a different take on it. So I'm very tech oriented. I do a lot of the back end stuff before the shows, so building the backing tracks and the lighting and everything. So
Rig and everything.
That's why James is never sweating on stage. Man.
It's-
When he gets up
it's
there, he's
really
like, "My
cool.
work is done. I'm just playing bass."
No, exactly, because I know exactly what it's going to look like when we do it. So I'm ready the day of because I did all my prep work. These guys
I
are
love
sweating.
that.
That's true. Yeah,
I-
James, he's a big homework guy. He's big on that.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, James's biggest strength in the band is that he's really the only guy who knows how all the gear works. Like without him, there's no show.
I,
You know,
I
like-
really don't.
Wow.
No, he's just kidding. Like we have our whole in-ear rig where we do like all our sound comes around. It's all him. We have our light show which he made. So like he's
Wow.
without him, like a lot of stuff doesn't happen. So that's James's role.
Props to you, James. Wow. My last question for you guys: how did you land on the name King Falcon?
So James and I were in another band before called the Inoculated Canaries.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's the reaction we always got.
Exactly.
But what happens with a name like that is it's so weird that it's really recognizable. So we kind of developed a little bit of a following where people knew us as the band with the weird name, which like is fine, and people would come to shows and they bought T-shirts and they knew the songs and it was great.
Right.
But it was a little bit more jammy. The songs were a little bit longer, and again, the name was kind of preventative, so we kind of know where to place the band. An A&R agent named Renee, who is the guy who's been helping us, he heard us and he was like, "You guys are great. The name sucks." And his exact words were, "You need to add some beeps and boops to the music." Right? He meant like modern production and synths and all that stuff, but his terminology was beeps and boops. So this was before we found Tom. So it was James and I. We were sitting around, and I think King Falcon was like the third name that we came up with. We were like, we'll keep the bird thing for the Canaries, you know. But then 9,000 other name suggestions later, we were like, no, I think number 3 was pretty good. So we went back to King Falcon. We recorded the first 2 songs, Shake, 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 and When the Party's Over, just us. And then we kind of realized that we needed a third guy in the band. So originally James was the drummer, and we couldn't find a bass player. But we found a drummer who we knew. Tom came from another killer band that they've toured, and they've played a bajillion shows. And Tom plays literally every instrument. So,
Oh wow.
and we've known him for years, so it was just kind of natural. But that moved him on the bass, and he plays drums, and obviously I got to sing, so I'm going to play guitar. And that's kind of how it all came together.
Yeah.
So Tom he wrote the whole record with us, and he's on everything, and
Yeah. That's pretty much how we got here today.
I love that. I love to hear it. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me and learn
thank
more
you.
about you.
Thank
guys.
you.
You guys rescheduled for me. I appreciate that more than you will ever know. And thank you. I'm just so excited that we're all here. So thanks.
This has been awesome. Thank you very much.
Thanks.